are now seeing the live footage of the 2018 MG Live at Silverstone car in the UK. That was the first time I experienced the history of the MG brand. And by the time I joined the automotive industry, MG had already been purchased by SIC and was producing a number of seemingly sporty family cars. And the only thing that could make me excited was the MG6 NGTC specification car driving by Jason Plato on the BTCC Circuit.
Today, I can certainly say that the essence of the MG is finally back. Hello, this is Iris. Welcome to Dingrao Automobile from China. Today, I want to introduce the MG Cyberster for you, a car space tribute to the MGB. If Tesla is the world's first electric car, then the MG Cyberster will be the world's first electric roadster. If you want to build a real roadster, it must be very light and allow the car owner to experience the fun of driving. So after the electrification, can the MG still create a qualified roadster? Come with me and take a look.
First configuration of chassis door is very cool. We got into the car and get a feel for the roadster. This one is perhaps the best in terms of space, and seating position is low enough that the top is not over my head when it's on, and the seats can be adjusted to my proper position thanks to an excellent engineering layout optimization and a Rubik's Cube battery that's only 110 mm thick, which really enhances the excellent interior space and a good driving position. The seat adjustment button looks cool on the doors, but they are really easy for a leg and need to accidentally touch. The wraparound cabin is very ambient, but the wider center channel would squeeze my knees and right hand interfere with that. The triple screen gauge do provide an immersive experience, but the design made for the half-wide steering wheel is really overshadowed by the normal steering wheel. The analog waves are still okay. The humanized sunglasses case on each side is very considerate.
To sum up, the MG Cyberster adopts innovative design, and it can be regarded as a qualified roadster. Many small details are very considerate. And the key point is that the price of the MG Cyberster is less of $50,000 from our company. Next, let's look at the driving experience. While driving, it's time to talk about the weight of the car. Although this car looks a bit like the Alfa Romeo 4C, but it is a company different from the 4C whole dynamic character.
What we tested was the four-wheel drive version of the 17.7-degree battery, which weighed 1.98 tons. It had 544 horsepower, and it has a low steering ratio of 14.6. It was tuned by Marco Fanino, the engineer of the Ferrari F1 team during the Schumacher period. The performance of the car will definitely amaze you. The steering is precise and very solid. The chassis balance is very good. At the same time, the response linearity and explosive power of the accelerator pedal and brake pedal are definitely at the leading level in its class. If you really want to own it with more agile steering response, the real drive version with 314 horsepower, 64-degree battery, and weight reduced to 1.85 tons is actually a better choice.
For almost all roadsters, daily transportation will not be their use scenario because they are too noisy, too unreliable, too expensive to drive, and the configuration is too powerful. But this roadster will definitely be an exception.
This price range should have comfortable configuration as well as technological configurations. In addition to rear seats, there is even L2 ADAS to reduce the fatigue of long-distance driving. In terms of practicality, its strong volume and opening area are absolutely impressive, satisfying, and the storage compartment behind the seats can also store the driver's belongings. Finally, in terms of the reliability, electric drive definitely bring more mechanical stability than the internal combustion engine. The storage compartment behind the seats can also be used to store the driver's belongings. As for the overheating that electric cars are most afraid of, the car is equipped with a forced cooling function.
Now, to answer the question at the beginning, no, it's not a roadster, as it's too heavy and complex. But at least it does a great job of putting the smile on the driver's face. I think it's maybe the most exciting Chinese electric car that I have never seen.